wrong one, me. Hello. Sneak peek of the front of the catalogue. Okay, just a quick intro then. Hi, it's Sandra. I'm on Thursday tonight this week, not Wednesday, because my exciting new order has arrived. Now, it's been a funny sort of a day today. So whilst I tried to keep the day fairly clear so I could play with the new products, I haven't been able to. I've been out and about a little bit as well, running errands. So let me get you down onto the table. And first of all, I'm going to show you the catalogue. Now, I should have put my little label back on here for you to prevent myself from opening. We are not allowed to open this and divulge it publicly until the 2nd of May when it's open to the general public. Okay, and everybody can see it. So we're not allowed to. So I made myself a little post-it note so that I didn't forget online. Hi, Zaina, nice to see you. So this is the cover. Now, we can show the cover, but the cover also includes the back. So I want to just show you this picture here because I think quite a lot of people are going to be quite interested with this because I certainly am. And this is the back of the cover. Hi, Helen, I thought you were playing bingo. She must have finished by now. So yeah, I really love these dies. So these are coming in the new catalogue. Okay, I can't pre-order them yet, but my pre-order has arrived. So there's a few of you on here now, so that's really nice to see. So I'm going to pop this away and I'm going to introduce you to a few things that came in my boxes today. So yes, quite a nice selection. I'm going to start off with the 5 new in colours. So I have had time this evening, just before coming on air, to actually label some of these. Hi, Linda. Hi, Claire. So some of these, I've brought the 5 packets. I've stripped the plastic off. I want to show you how I store my cardstock. So these are the plastic pouches I've taken off with the name on here and the product number. So I have an outlet. If any of you see me locally and have your plastics, then I keep all the clear plastics. I take my large scissors and just snip around that. I'm kind of bit anal really. I do take off the label, but they will. I've got an outlet that will take, well, near one of my customers, will take clear plastics like this. So then I end up, this goes in the bin over there, and then this wodge of plastic gets screwed up, scrunched up in a bag, and all the plastics will go. I've got 2 bagfuls already. It's surprising just from things like this and old cello bags how much you can actually collect. So if you do want to do a little bit for your environment and you see me, then just come and dump some on me and I'll get it over to the co-op where one of my customers is. Okay, so these are the 5 new in colours. So I'm going to go through one at a time and I'm going to put them to the side so that you've got a non-glary sheet to see. So the first one in the 5 that are going to come in this year is Copper Clay. Okay, so that's this shade here. We then have one called Wild Wheat. Now, this is really nice if you're old school and you remember a Moor mustard. It's kind of erring towards a dirtier, darker side of Moor mustard, okay, which was a really nice colour. Love these shades. These are more earthy tones. I'm going to leave them stepped down here so that you can see them. You've not turned us down. What do you mean, Carol? The volume, can you hear me? I'm not anything on there. Just explain yourself, Carol. Yes, okay, turned you down onto the desk. Okay, I told you it was a bit of a funny sort of a day, didn't I? Let's come back. Okay, thought you were on volume then. Look, you are meant to be down on the table. Sorry, Claire. Sorry, Carol. Okay, thank you. Good job, I can see your comments. So let's start that again, shall we? So the 5 in colours. Hee hee. You can now. I hope you can. And me in the corner as well. Oh. And me in the corner. There you go. Okay, so I was going through, I was the 5 in colours. Yes, that's better. Well done. So copper clay is the first one. Nice earthy tones. All 5 of these are kind of going down the earthy route. Okay, we had really bright ones last year. So I'm not surprised to see some more muted ones this time. This is wild wheat that I was explaining looked like more mustard. Kind of a dirtier, darker kind of more mustard. Lovely shade. Really looking forward to that. And it's a case of when you see all the colours together, it's gonna change the dynamics, mixing the old with the new. It does look a really nice colour palette, so I'm really pleased. So this is boho blue. Okay, this is a lovely blue. This is the one that had the boho blue mini cut and emboss machine. So this was available in this colour. Okay, so this is a really nice one as well. And when you put it with the other blues, it's going to look great. Just bringing those over and down a little bit. There we go. So this one here, the next one is pecan pie. Again, the brownie type hues. Last time people were saying, oh, we had 3 blues, but it wasn't really. They were all different shades. There was more of a turquoise, a darker blue, and then like a purpley blue. So this is the same with the browns. We've got different tones in here, and they are kind of earthy. The last one is pebbled path. Now this I'm going to mix with blacks and greys, and I think you'll be surprised. It will take on browns, it will take on browns and greys both at the same time. So when I get playing with these and show you some samples, I'm sure you'll see the difference. It's kind of like a grey granite but darker. I think putting those together we will see quite a difference. So these are the 5 altogether. So these are the 5 new in colours. You can't beat it when you actually see the proper ones in the flesh. You know, on a colour swatch on a screen where they've been showcased, you can't really get the details so much. Yeah, lovely men's colours. Yeah, really good. Okay, so that's those 5. I'm going to pop those up there out of the way for a moment. So that's one lot. And then over here I have the other ones that are the solid, the other core colours. These ones are all colours that have in the colour families. Some have gone, they're retiring or retired already in some cases, and these aren't new or returning ones that we've seen before. So I think I've got, they're kind of in a nice order here. We have the first one is Bubble Bath. Love this pale pink. We've been missing a pale pink. Okay, so I'm really pleased with this one. Okay, so that's going to come down there. And then I'm going to put, this one's a returning colour. Some of you might remember Berry Burst. Okay, I've managed to package them all up in my packets today, just before coming on air. And I've left one sheet out so you haven't got the glare off the packet here, but it's got the name there. So Berry Burst is coming back. Okay, and then here we have Moody Mauve. This is a nice in between. That's actually looking a bit brown on my camera. Can you put it with pink? Oh, it's still looking. The camera's not doing it justice here. I want to mix these a little bit. Can you see that looking as pink? It looks brown on there, doesn't it? I hope you can see this as a nice mauve colour, because that's what it is. It's going to be the. I'm not a pink girl, but I love this pink. Yeah, absolutely. We're loving it. So that's Moody Mauve. And then this is another bright blue. I do believe, let me just check my list. Yeah, Pacific Point has gone, and this is a brand new one, Azure Afternoon. It's nice bright pink, bright blue, and there's also the one that was in the in colours, the paler kind of dirtier blue, and they will all replace the other ones that have been removed. So it's lovely to have a colour refresh and just jazz things up a little bit. So that's that one. This is a new colour. We've got a new pale yellow. So this one is Lemon Lolly. You're very brown here. It does look brown on screen. I must admit, the electronics don't do it justice. And yet having sitting down there, it does look more pink on the table, I think. It's what you put it against, doesn't it? So Lemon Lolly is a pale yellow. So we've got some pale yellow, some pale blue, and some pale pink back again, which is lovely. So this is a returning favourite of mine. I loved lemon and lime twist. Because it was so long ago, I'd got to the stage, I got rid of all my ink pad and my cardstock that I got left. And now, of course, things come back and I'm regretting it. So I had to buy new today, or a few days ago. So lemon and lime twist, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, this one is such a popular colour to come back. This was Pretty Peacock. Now, some of you might remember this with a Christmas set. We had Noble Peacock. I can't remember the other name. The papers, we had 3 metallics in there and some nice detailed ones. They were beautiful. Pretty Peacock was one of the ones that was heavily featured in there. So that's coming back. This one is Lost Lagoon. I ran out of packets. I've got to get some more ordered tomorrow. So Lost Lagoon is another one, okay, that's returning. Bring that over to camera. There we go. So Lost Lagoon. I've done the labels ready. So this goes well with this one as well. Those two to come together. So just trying to keep those as a spread for you. And then Misty Moonlight wasn't that long ago. So Misty Moonlight's coming back. So that's another lovely one. And then the last but not least, this is Blueberry Bushel. I got carried away and stuck it on the plastic, but that will come off to go onto the packet when I get some more. Okay, so Blueberry Bushel. Now, the blues in here, if you put those two together on top of that one, got some lovely blues in there. This one might be brighter, but these two together look really good. And then you add this one. You can shuffle these around. Got 3 nice blues in there. I'm going to come on and show you some papers, designer series papers that are coming in. So we'll just slide these all over. I'll put those up there, didn't I? So move those out of the way. I've got all the ink colours there. Oops, Daisy, you're not allowed to see that one. Not allowed to show the inside of the catalogue, so that includes the catalogue pages as well, even if it's an index or colour refresh page. Okay, so that's those. I'm going to leave those there for a while. I have my box. I checked them all off and then I decanted and put them all back again. So these are the 5 ink colours. So I've got all the blends that go with the ink colours, which are these papers here. These ones at the top, just bring that down a little bit. We're just off the top of the screen. So those are the 5 that fit with those ones. I think I've muddled these up somewhere, just a sec. I'm sure I have. Pecan Pie doesn't belong in here. Pecan Pie is in this lot and Misty Mauve is in this one. That looks better. Yes. That's Pecan Pie. It's very close, look. Copper Clay. There we go. Let's just reorganise these, shall we? Copper Clay, Misty Mauve. There you go. Wild Wheat, Boho and Pebble Pink. That's the order they come in. Okay, sorry about that. Looking at the blends here, I'm thinking they don't match. Got pink in here. Okay, so that's lovely. That's that collection. I have got the ink pads. I've not undone them. I've not put the labels on, but they all come as a pack all together. So those of you who might be ordering, I'll show you how they come. They come in a sealed block like this. Okay, so they're all in there together and it's the core colours. So anybody who likes the new colours, who likes new, can order this as a block, okay, and it comes like that as a set. And the ink colours, sadly, my box was split when I got it, so I'm missing one of the mauve one here, Moody Mauve. So I've phoned up to say that's missing because of a broken package, and it's on its way back to me on Tuesday. So next we have all of the ribbons. Now I need to open one of these to show you what they're all like. I'm going to open this one. So grab some scissors. Let's take off that plastic. Another piece of plastic for my recycling. When you start collecting your plastics to recycle, it's surprising how much you get. These pieces, just clear plastic, just cellophane, they can all go in my bag. So I'm really pleased with those. Do my bit for the environment. Try and find the end. There it is. Now these are the 5 ink colour ribbons. Just going to undo the one. and it's a nice kind of weave on here. I'm just going to get my glasses on and then tell you what it actually says. They are called Textured Ribbon, and yeah, Moody Mauve. Doesn't say much then, does it? Just Textured Ribbon. I think it's 3/8. Oh, it's 1 centimetre wide, 1 centimetre, but it's kind of textured, lovely textured on there. Okay, so that is in all 5 colours, and they match really closely to the cardstock colours. They are really good match. Okay, so they can go away. What else do I have? I have the markers. Okay, I don't tend to refresh all the markers necessarily. The markers, I understand, are no longer in one big pack. You know, in the caddy, you used to be able to buy them in the caddy. They are now in the 10 colour family in packets, but not as a big bulk buy. Okay, so I've bought these 5 because they go with the in colours. And then these are in colour dots. So these are, I'm going to open one packet out. We're restricted on the demo ordering when they come out new to make samples and prep for classes and things. And we are restricted to maximum of 1 of some things and 2 of others. But these look rather nice, don't they? Can you see them? Bring those up to the screen. Ray Brown here, love this. Got the ink pad still. Yeah. So those ones there, they're those in colours again on there. So they're really, I'm really liking those. Can't wait to use those. So I have got Saturday, Sunday and Monday where there is nothing scheduled in the diary. Maria's working on Saturday and Sunday. So I think we're taking Anna out for breakfast on Saturday. But apart from that, I've got 3 days of play. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's go on to, just do one more of the papers. These are the in colour assortment. So these are the patterns for the in colours this year. So I'll go do the fronts and backs here. I'll take these ones out of the way because it just confuses it now. So the papers, we have this kind of like dashed look like this. And then on the back we have, they're little hearts, look. Can you see? They're little hearts, they're quite sweet. So that's that one. And then we have the large dots. I am a dotty girl. I do love dots. So I have dots on this side and stripes on the other, diagonal stripes, like zebra stripes. And then the patterns will stay the same, so it's just the colours that are changing. So you've got these in all of those 5 in colours. Bring those down a little bit. So that's that side, and that's the hearts on the back. Those hearts are going to be useful, I think. They're going to be nice. And then we have dots and stripes. Pebbled Path, that one. Lost Lagoon pad there. Yes, that's good. So again, the dashes like that, and then the little hearts, dots and stripes. Misty Mauve, this one. Moody Mauve, sorry. I'll get used to the names. You're a dots and stripes. You see, I'm dot. I like small dots really, but I like these little hearts. They're quite sweet. I do like those. And then this more I would put going across the page. Large dots again. This is the other one. I haven't learned all the names yet. This is copper. I think this is copper clay, this one. And stripes, and then boho blue. So we have the dashes I'd put across the page. And then little hearts. Yeah, hearts are good. Dots and stripes. So that's the 5 in colour, the pattern designs for all the papers this year, the little 6-inch ones. Again, how I store them, I like to put them in this is about a 7-inch Ziploc, I think. I like them in here because there's a bit of room to move about. There's room for me to have scraps in the front or the back, and I just cut the label off the packet and then stick it onto the bag with sellotape. So I've got those secured in there, and then good storage for me. Okay, so that's those. Move these out of the way, and then I'll go on to product. I'm allowed to share anything I've physically got in my hands. So we have the products. So once we have the products, we can show you. We just can't show the inside of the catalogue. So this is a really nice set, Crafting with You. Now, it's got things for everybody. It's got a cut and emboss machine on here. It's got a sewing machine, knitting wool and needles, paintbrushes, an easel, a basket and some lovely greetings. Life is better when you're crafting, sending you a handmade hug. You inspire me, and with love. And there's a little heart and some little flowers there. It's a really nice set, and it has dies with it too. So let's get inside the dies. The plastic on this one I use as a cello bag to put things in, like a card or something like that, so that will get recycled. The pouches they come in, these ones here, I have loads of uses I use these for, because I will store my dies. I will place these onto a magnetic sheet and I will store them in here, maybe stuck in the lid and sometimes loose in here. Okay, so the dies that go with that stamp set have got additional pieces. So they have got basket, they have got scissors here. Look, you've got 2 pieces of scissor, so you'll be able to cut those out. You've got a ruler here. You've got a circle. This is a hoop. Look, there's an embroidery hoop. Cotton reels. Not sure what that one is, but I will get cutting some of these out. You've got buttons, square buttons, round buttons. That's the paintbrush piece. You've got some hearts here, stars, flowers. They're probably cotton reels there. Not sure what this one is. Oh, that's the wool balls and a larger heart. So some really nice piece of basket there to put your wool balls in. Okay, so the good few pieces on there, really nice. So can't wait to play with that. But as we're crafters, I just thought that was an ideal one to have. So they will now store in there, and this will get recycled for another purpose. Okay, so that can go back in. Can you remember the blues I showed you? There's some papers here. I'm going to get one out of each sheet just to show you. I'll do them as I go. This set is called Countryside Inn. Okay, these papers are absolutely gorgeous. These are all floral. I'll bring them up to the camera, you can see them a little bit better. Really nice patterns and quite a small print. I like the small prints. Okay, and on the back we have the dark blue. So if you imagine putting those 2 colours together, this is kind of a monochrome pack of paper, and it is all around the blues. So all of those new blues I showed you earlier will all be in here. Because it's countryside, this one's got little bunny rabbits on it. Okay, so it's really, really cute on there. And more different flowers in the background, and the back on there is stripes. Okay, so they're lovely. So that's the first 2. The next one is, it's got little birds on it. I've got little birds there, another little bird there, some little flowers, and it's kind of like a little bit of a lattice work on here. And then the back is the navy stripes. I can see me doing a class with this because of the monochrome and using the blue, all the different blue cardstocks. So this has got some lovely detail in here. Maybe if there's a die that's something that's similar shape to that, I don't know, but we'll have a look and we'll play. This one looks more like wallpaper on the back. It is a good sampler set, Zana. Yes, definitely. Okay, some nice just artwork on there. It's good. I don't know how many sheets we've got now. Let's see. Let's start at the back. Oh, I think we've got 2 more. Have we done that one? 4. Maybe it's those 2. So this one has got some foxes on it. It's hard to see. When I first looked at it, I didn't see them. When you look detailed, it's actually got fox because it's Countryside Inn, it's called. So I suppose you could have, there's 2 different foxes on there. So you could think the pub could, Countryside Inn could be called the Fox. So it would be the Fox Inn, and the hare and hounds and things like that. And beautiful dots on the back there. There's actually some more detail. If you look closely, there's actually some background detail on there. From a distance, it looks just like the dots. But if you look closer, you've got some nice like woven texture on the back there. So that's a good one. And then this one is the last one, I believe. I'll check in a minute. We've got some trees on there and some more blossom. And again, some detail in the background that you don't notice until you get close up to it. And then really like a peacock. No, they're little flowers. Look, little rows and rows of very tiny flowers. I'll try not to make you dizzy. Okay, so all of those papers in there. I'll come back to that first one because that's my favourite. I can see this, yes, as a sampler set. Lots of nice things to be done with that one. So I'll put that back in there so it stays clean. And then I think I'm nearly down to my last show. I think I've shown you everything I've got. Oh no, all bar one. There's another new product. This is a suite, a collection, and this one is called Fresh as a Daisy. Okay, so we have the papers in here. Again, I've put them in one of my containers. These, for the 12-inch papers, I use the LP sleeves. Okay, I keep them upright. There's no ziplock on it. I do just store them upright, and I find these to be strong and really useful. And you can get so much more in here as well. So I've kept the collection together for now, but that's how I store them. And again, use my Dymo printer on there. So I have papers here I'm going to show you, but we'll go through these first. So we have a stamp set and dies, so we'll do those ones first. So this is Cheerful Daisies. We've had the daisy punches in the past with the punch, and then this one is dies on this set, but you've got the middles of the dies. I can see this being quite useful, and some nice greetings. I like the oops a daisy, so sorry. Whatever it is, you can say sorry for. Oops a daisy. So these are again printed on the inside of the case, so you can just take these off and place them on there. Okay, and I'm going to take the dies. These are Cheerful Daisies. The dies now have the same names as the stamp set, which makes it so much easier. Okay, so there's one to recycle. There's one here to the outside. Packaging will be repurposed. In fact, they'll both be repurposed, sorry. And that one there. And then this one is the dies that's going to go inside. So the dies not only have the daisy elements, they also have some banners on here, look, and there's some filigree pieces here which will tuck nicely behind. I can see that being useful. This has the outline and the veins in the middle, as was that one as well. This is a little cluster that's joined up together, another pair, and then some other little pieces here as well, but that banner can be nice with the sentiments. Okay, really looking forward to that one as well. Okay, as demonstrators, we're only allowed to order a small amount. Usually it includes the colours, which is the first priority really. So we also have with that, we have a new embossing folder. Okay, so this embossing folder goes with, yes, LP sleeves, great idea. I forget where I picked that one up from. The A4 ones I picked up from an Australian demo. She was doing a live and she said, oh, I need another sheet of that card. She brought her papers up and just slid one out. And when I was using the Ziplocs, it doesn't come out as easy as that. Yes, it keeps it sealed, but if they're upright, they don't need to be sealed. You couldn't get in on the ends where it grips it tight at the ends. So I really enjoyed finding something equivalent over here. So this is called Countryside Blossom embossing folder. So it's got that same design as one of the papers had. So that one there, pop that one away. And then we have the the adhesive back solid gems. These go with that set as well. I'll leave those out for now. So there's another one hiding under there. So we've got 3 colours and they all go with these. Okay, the 3 different colours. So pop that in there, pop them away later. So I'll go through the papers with you, and then I've got one more product to show you afterwards. So these first 2, get 2 of each sheet. These are designed to cut up your panels and use on your card fronts. So I can see a one sheet wonder coming out of this, but using it different purposes. Straight away, I can see this could be cut in half. You know I love my note cards, don't you? So I can see this cut in half and used on a note card. This one on its own, obviously. This could be cut in half. This scenery here at the bottom, beautiful scenery. That's like, it reminds me of a beautiful sky and a cornfield. Okay, that could be cut in half and put on note cards. These pieces could be used to enhance anything. And I love this panel here. Okay, so some nice detail on there. And then on the back of that one, we have some moody mauve background. So that would look lovely with this one. Anything will pick out those colours. It would also go with that one here. Okay, so there's lots of ideas in there. I love that pattern. And then this one, oh, that's bright, isn't it? This is the daisies, obviously, in a wild field. And then on the back of that one, we have the grey. I think most of these are going to be the watermark on the backs. Okay, very bright. You can see me having this. Linda, you say that about everything. This is gorgeous, and this could be a beautiful one sheet wonder. You imagine putting some of the greens and the yellows in here, and the colour in here was the wheat, the wild wheat, this one in here underneath the yellows. This could be cut into one sheet, and it could be cut into so many panels. So I can see me doing that. Hi Sandra, nice to see you. And then on the back of this one, we have more of that greeny tinges on here, which they just coordinate beautifully. Okay, so that's that. Oh, and I love this one. I've not taken these out of the paper, I've just put them in the packet, but I've not seen these ones. These are gorgeous. These are my favourite colours, because I love the pinks in here, and this nearly looks like going through, it's not quite the lemon and lime twist, but it's certainly the wheat, the wild wheats and the new colours. And that baby pink is in here. Oh, can't wait to play with that one. You like that? Yeah, it's lovely. Look, and there we have the yellows coming through in the sort of like a washed background, really, with some splatters on it. Beautiful. Stunning, stunning. I know Sandra's going to have fun this weekend. If I can find enough time to play, it's going to be good. So 2 sheets of this one, and it's a scenery. So there's ways we can cut this to make this work for us on cards. Okay. So, and also what you do is you cut it in such a way that you use the florally pieces you want. If we go 3 times across there, we can have a long pattern on a card. We have this piece of the sky at the back, and then we have the bottom flowers, but we will have on the back, we will have something else that will go with it. So you could accent that with that as an enhancement. So you've got a little piece of this coming over the edges. We could mix those together. So they could be good. Lovely. And then last but not least, we have some more daisies in the greenery, and we have blue on the back. So you then mix and match the two. And you say, actually, we could bring those two together and bring those in. So a bit too blue that way, but we can mix and match, and these colours are lovely, and the yellow one on the other paper will work nicely with this. And again, I think this is a wild wheat in there. So really loving those patterns. One last chance to see those. This is definitely my favourite, I think. Well, having said that, I like that one as well. That one's very bright. Norwich City. Any Norwich City fans? And of course these ones to cut up the panels. Okay, so pop that back in my packet that I've made up already. Keep you safe. So I have one more product. I've got a feeling it was on the demo side, so I'm not sure. Hi Joy, nice to see you. I'm not sure if this is going to be available to customers or whether it was just a demo item for events and things, but I'm just going to bring this out a bit. Okay, this came in a box, and this is a display item, but I wanted to show you in case it's going to be available for customers. Okay, pop those all back in the box there. I'll keep the box for taking to events. Any of you who do craft fairs, oh, she's going to have to find some cards now. That's not finished cards. What have I got? Nothing that's going to really go with today, but I've got some retired ones here. So let's see what I can find off screen. Anything that's going to work in here? No, not really. They're not all cards, are they? What have I got near and handy? All my display cards are in boxes on the windowsill because I did an event and I took those along to showcase. I've got this one, which is an old one. It's retired product, but this was a nice little fold. This was done on a live at some point. Okay, nice little card. So, but if you were displaying that at an event, the display, you've got a ridge here that you can put some things in, but you've really got the ridges along here to stand your cards along. It's got the Stampin' Up logo in the middle here. You can just about see that ingrained in there. Okay, so you've got little ridges along there, and you've got ridges here, and you've got ridge there. So you can have them at different angles. But I just got one to showcase. It's got solid, like a tiered edge. I thought you could use it up. Somebody said vertical as well, but I don't know how that would work vertically. That is definitely a right and a wrong side. So that's going to be the stand. And then these are going to sit in there. And then if you had a second one with different flowers on it, you could have it in that stand. And then you could have another something. What have I got here? I've got a gnome here, but this isn't really a card, but it's a gift pouch that I did for my team with a voucher in at Christmas. So that could sit on there as well. Okay, that's just giving you a rough idea as to what it could look like. Okay, but I'm not sure if this is a customer side or not, but because it was the last thing in my box, I wanted to share it with you. Okay, so I'll pop that one back over there, and I think that's all I've got for tonight. How are we done for time? Oh, 40 minutes, there we go. So like I say, I can't show you the inside of the catalogue, which I've just disappeared. I'm going to bring that one back to you here. Okay, so there is a catalogue. I have got these have arrived. I will be putting labels on them. I will be making things over the weekend that will accompany the catalogues going out. Anyone who has purchased from me in the last 6 months will be getting one automatically, and then I will be sending an email out to everybody else to see if they would like to take that off, bring you back to me there, to see if they would like to have a catalogue. You'll have to order that set in 2 bits. Which is that, Linda? The collection. The collection can be split. Don't forget that any of the items I've shown you are going to be here for 13 months. They start on the 2nd of May. So demos have the early bird to chance to see them. Got my glasses on my head still. But it's here from May this year, 2nd of May, through to probably the 1st of May next year, or end of April next year. Okay, so you've got it around for a long while. So I say to demos, you don't need to buy everything at once. I had some product credit which I used up, and my catalogues I had to get in anyway. So it was quite a big order this time. And I've got all my colours so I can start prepping and do samples and make things to put in with my catalogue kits. So I try and use some of the new colours in there. Okay, but yes, do split them up. You don't have to buy them all at once. Like the re-inkers, I normally buy the re-inkers with the ink pad, but because it's a pre-order, I know they're around for longer. I'm waiting on those. I've got 3 in my box, but I've got the other 2 coming on the next order. Okay, it's just spreading out the cost a little bit. Okay, so I hope that was good. I hope it was fun and nice to see some new colours. We haven't had Smudge come and join us today, just to let you know, because you know she's a good follower. She went in for her normal checkup this morning, and she still continually losing weight, 4 years on the trot, and she's getting an little old lady. So they were a bit concerned about the weight keep dropping, so unknown. So they've done some blood tests, but Smudge didn't want to part with her blood this morning. So she ended up having to stay behind and leave her there all day. They sedated her, and then she had the blood tests, and then she's come around okay. She's fine. She's home. I picked her up this evening, and all is good. We'll just wait for the results now and see what happens. Okay, so that's my little companion's not with us, meowing to come in the door today. Okay, so that was one of my challenges today. Okay, so take care and see you all soon. And next time you see those products, there will be some projects made with them. Okay, don't forget that the sale is still on. The sale, I know a lot of things sold out very early on, but there's still an awful lot of items there at fabulous savings, up to 60% on many items. Okay, so over the weekend I'll try and put a little compilation together with all the products in your shopping cart. So you just click on one product, and if they go out of stock, they drop out of that cart, so you can see my list as one. Okay, thanks Linda. Yeah, she seems okay. She's had a few treats tonight, but yeah, she seems back to her old self. Okay, so yeah, bless her, because she's getting on in her years. She's nearly 15, so, and she's pedigree, so they're not quite so hardy. Okay, I will see you on Sunday. We'll be back to normal on Sunday. Tonight was just waiting a day so I could show you the new stuff, because that just made perfect sense to me.